everyone. Today I'm doing a series of 7 different soaps, and I'm showing the essential oil blends to try to be an aid to you as a soaper so that you can try it for yourself and know how much to put in, and also you can then play with that blend and make it your own if you like. I'm going to be doing a lotion bar with 15% super fat with yin yang and peppermint in it, and with pieces of my soap scraps from previous soaps put in for color. I'm going to be doing a pine and tea tree, great for the good old boy and for the hunter. Country boy will survive. This one here is lavender, pomarosa, rosemary, and peppermint with oats, honey, and bee pollen. And this one is cedarwood and tea tree. It is my biggest seller. This one is lemongrass, rosemary, turmeric, and tea tree. Great facial bar, acne bar. And this one is the same except for it has tangerine in it, so that makes it great for oily skin. Then we played with making a soap mold out of a cardboard box, and we made this in-pot swirl. It's pretty decent. I think I like it. And we made this, and we were testing some new essential oils of Essential Depot. Oh, it smells very herbally, very earthy. We're putting bay essential oil, basil essential oil, thyme essential oil, rosemary essential oil with a touch of peppermint. And I think it would have so loved a little bit of clary sage, but I didn't have any. So that is a new fun play toy for me. I love it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or not. So that one there is, that's the soaps that we're fixing to do. Now, I'm going to put this clip at the beginning of each one of these videos. So when you click on this video, you're going to still see this clip. When you click on this video, you're still going to see this clip, because I'm going to put it at the beginning of each one of them, because it's an essential oil soap blend series. And as I said, this is meant to help soapers with ideas about what goes good together, what's popular, what smells good, what works well together. It's just to be a help tool. You're welcome to put these essential oil blends together and sell them in your soaps. And if you feel better about it, change them up a little bit and make them your own. So let's get soaping, everybody. Okay, this is our pine and tea tree. Now I'm doing a double batch. So I'm going to put my Supperfats and my colorant in. And I'm using cocoa butter, unrefined organic cocoa butter, as one of my Supperfats, and that has to be pre-melted. But even so, I ended up with it blending with the shea butter and re-hardening to some degree. But you can't put just straight cocoa butter in there, because it just, I don't think it would melt fully. I think it would take a lot longer than 30 minutes, because we're going to let this soap cook for another 30 minutes. And I think it would take longer than 30 minutes in here for cocoa butter that had not been pre-softened or pre-melted to melt. Let me get rid of this bowl. Okay, in the pine and tea tree, this is a double batch. I'm putting 8 tablespoons pine and 4 tablespoons tea tree and 3 tablespoons of marjoram ground spice. And right now the soap has been cooking for roughly 2 hours, and now I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes with my Supperfats and colorant. And this will be a real pretty, vibrant green. And during this last 30 minutes, you'll need to come back and stir it. Make sure nothing doesn't dissolve well. And you don't end up with any lumps of spice or lumps of cocoa butter that's blended with the shea and whatnot that didn't melt. And this will be a very pretty green. And on that, I've used, now this is a double batch, so you would half it if you're doing a single batch. 1 ounce of organic coconut oil, 2 ounces of organic unrefined shea butter from Essential Depot, 1.5 ounces of cocoa butter, unrefined organic from Essential Depot, and 0.5 ounces of extra virgin first press cold press olive oil. Okay, now we'll let this cook for 30 minutes. Okay, now we're going to stir the soap, and we've turned the crock pot off. It's cooked for 30 minutes, and we're going to let it cool. If you leave the lid off of it to make it cool quicker, you got to stir it real often. And you'll get some crusties. The top layer will crust a little, and you got to keep stirring that and keep stirring that. And otherwise, let it cool with the lid on. Okay? And you still might need to stir it once or twice. Okay, this is our pine and tea tree. And the pine has a light green color to it. And last time I did the pine, I put 6 tablespoons in it. And I thought it was pretty good, but I wanted to try more. And so, if you don't want your pine to be so, stand up and shake your hand, then you can use 6 tablespoons of pine. But this is 4 tablespoons of tea tree and 4 tablespoons of pine, and we are doing a double batch, so it would be half that if you're doing a single. And I love these spatulas. And almost lost a little bit. And remember, we're cooled to 160 degrees. And I'm putting some down all the way across. And you can see what a pretty green we're getting from the marjoram. I also use marjoram in my sinus soap. I'm going to push that down in there because it was a little bit firm right off the spoon. And then we'll see if we can... I lost the globe. That's what I love about this spatula. And then I'm going to take my probe and put an S on it. And I'm doing it at a slight angle. Oh, isn't that pretty? Here, let you see it better. Boy, that's nice. All right, we'll cut that tomorrow. Hello, everybody. What do you do when life gives you lemons? You make lemonade. So, my camera ate my video clip. So today, I took a bath and put on my dirty shirt from yesterday just for cohesiveness. And I got out my pine and tea tree soap and put it real pretty in the mold. In the cutter. It almost looks like I haven't cut it yesterday. And we're just going to redo this clip because we got to have it, right? So, here we go. This is our pine and tea tree soap. I call it, oh, and by the way, it looked a lot like this right here. A lot. In the other video. But this is our pine and tea tree soap. The beautiful color of the Majorium is one of my favorites. And it, if you make it light, it's good to stay light. And if you make it vibrant, it's good to be real vibrant. And so this color holds well. You know, if you set it directly in bright sunshine and left it there for a while, the sun's going to eat anything. But it really holds its color well. And, hey, we can count the bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got 20 bars out of this. And this is 2 batches of 35 ounces of oil and 1 ounce with stearic acid. And we did, I don't know if you noticed, but I had heated up my Supperfats. And I did it a little earlier. I'm not used to working with cocoa butter yet because it just seizes back really hard easy. And so by the time I got ready to dip the color into the Supperfats, they had already gotten so hard again I couldn't do it. These colorants, even though they cooked for 30 minutes in the crock pot with the soap, when you dissolve them in the olive oil and the soft coconut oil and the shea butter, and you get them good and dissolved, or I should say mixed well in that, then when you dump it in, you don't end up with these little specks of spice that didn't dissolve. And so if you have that happen, see, that's just pure Majorium there, which is totally good for you, so it won't hurt you none. You know, if everything you put in your soap is healthy and non-chemical, if you get a lump of it, you know, it's just a lump of fun. So anyway, so I've got to work with heating up the Supperfats and getting that color in there ASAP and getting it mixed up and everything. But pine and tea tree is what I call my good old boy, my country boy, my cowboy will survive soap, and the hunter soap. It has a beautiful smell of pine and tea tree. It's a little cold now because I keep my soap in room at 60 degrees unless I'm going to use it, and then I bring the temperature up. And so, Bridget, my nose has been a little broke. You smell that. I know it's cold, but tell me how strong you think it is.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it strongly pine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I barely smell the tea tree in it.
All right, because last time I put 6 tablespoons of pine in it, and this time I put 8. But yesterday it was warm, fresh out of the mold, and I had heated up the room for the cut videos, and so you could really smell it.
Mm-hmm.
But
the whole house smelled like it.
Yeah, but essential oil soaps are an oil, and they in cold weather, and so when I take my soaps to the farmer's market, the soap will not smell as well as when they get it home and get it warmed up or get it under hot water. But in any case, so I love the 8 tablespoons with the 4 tablespoons of tea tree. And this soap is awesome for hunters because it makes them smell like a pine tree, and a pine tree is not people smelling, and a pine tree is wood smelling or tree smelling, and that's what the critters that they're hunting are supposed to be, not afraid of, so if you smell like a pine tree, they're not going to know you're there. Plus, even though it does not have the warding power of cedar wood, and the mixture does not have the killing power of bugs as the cedar wood and tea tree, this has some warding powers. There are some bugs that, infest and get around pine trees, but pine does have some warding power, and some bugs do not like it. So, and then there's the tea tree, which is a bug killer. So when you come in from the hunt, you can take a bath in this and leave the foam on there, and it is going to have a marginal effect of killing insects. I still firmly believe, and it's my opinion, that something about the mixture of cedar wood and tea tree has the most killing power. So chiggers, deer ticks, dog ticks, the stronger, harder to kill bugs, I recommend the cedar wood tea tree. But, if you're going to go hunting and you bought this because it smelled like pine, you're still going to get the antibacterial, antifungal, antiseptic, anti-everything of the tea tree. You're going to get some warding power, and men like it. So that makes it a great soap. Now, this is about the time yesterday that I cut this soap. So this soap is about 24 hours old. When I squeeze really hard, I can lightly feel an indentation. So technically this soap is usable, but technically it will dissolve quicker. So you want to let this cure for 3 days. I count the day that I cut it, as long as I cut it in the morning and to lunch, and then I count that day, but then on day 3 I package. So day 4 I sell, and it's day 5 if you count the day that I make the soap, because you make the soap, you cut the soap, it's first day of curing, you cure it 2 more days, and then the 5th day you can sell it. If you're shipping in hot weather, I recommend that you give it a couple more days, because the heat of summer is hard on soap anyway, especially when it's packaged up, in airtight containers and plastic and things of that sort. But anyway, now I wanted to show you, this is the pot swirl that I did, and I'm sure a lot of you have already seen that video, and it is even harder, I think, than this one.
Did I accidentally put too much stearic acid?
No, you didn't. My daughter does the stearic acid for me. I'll holler at her. I'll say, Bridget, come help me get my moles taped up and everything. And she'll do that. And when she gets done, she'll say, I'm done. I'm like, poke the stearic acid in my crock pots. Because I got this cute little scoop, and I measured it, and 2 scoops is exactly 1 ounce. So, there you go. Anyway, and this is our lotion bar. And it is really, really pretty. And I think it's a touch harder, too. But, this was the last one cut. Yeah, just a little bit harder. Isn't that amazing? This one's a little softer. It has more essential oils in it. And this one too, and it has more essential oils in it. Oh, and this one's nice and hard. This is one of my favorite bars. Oh, it has the oats and the honey and the bee pollen in it. So these bars will be ready to go in just a few days. And if you have ordered, and I had tons of orders go flooding in, because now beside my bars of my soap it says, this soap is on the curing rack, and it'll be ready to ship on Saturday. And if you order, I'll hold your order if you order a bar of this soap. And before it said sold out. So everybody's like, wow. And last night they were coming in. I got up at 3 a.m. in the morning, I think it was. I couldn't sleep for just a little bit. And I went in, and there was like people had ordered in the middle of the night. And I'm thinking, Yes. So anyway, so I'm sorry it took me so long, but I just ran out of everything and had to wait for those orders to come in, and the holidays just totally bogged up everything. And then one of the websites was running sales and out of stuff all at the same time. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed these videos. I highly recommend the pine and tea tree for the good old boy in you, and also for hunters and men that just enjoy the smell of pine. Does your husband chase you around when you're soaping up the kitchen floors with Pine Sol? Buy him some pine and tea tree, or make him some, even better. Alright, and the recipe, there's going to be recipes down in the description. And you know how much essential oils I put in, and then you can compare that to the ounces of the recipes down in the bottom to help you correlate how much you want to use in your recipe. And so thank you for watching. And I wanted to let you know that my face is either on this side or that side. I forget which, but it's on one of those sides. And if you click on my face, it'll take you to my main channel page. And on my main channel page, on your right, I have some links. And those links are: 1, if you'd like to buy some soap from me; 2, if you would like to buy some soaping materials or essential oils from Essential Depot. It is my affiliate link. I do get a few pennies for everything you purchase, and I so appreciate it. It keeps me soaping. It keeps me YouTubing. It gives me that little extra something something, and I really appreciate it. I tell everybody thank you for watching my commercials, because that helps me out on YouTube. But anyway, and then I have my product Facebook page. And then I have my soaping chat page. It's a perfect place to go to ask me soaping questions. And you can also send me a friend request, and we can chat that way. And then I have a couple of other soaping pages: Soapers Anonymous and Super Soapers. And those are fun too. And so you would really enjoy some of those links if you soap. And everything. And let's see, please subscribe. Please hit the like button and share this video on Facebook. And please leave me some comments. Alright. Bridget, did I forget anything? My whole clip was eat, and I was so in the groove yesterday. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
She says I didn't forget anything.
No.
Alright, so we have made lemonade. Added a little sugar to the fact that life gave me lemons, and everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this video series, and I think we're going to do a little lather test next. Bye, everybody. Okay, everybody, I want to do just a little bit of a lather test, and this is a little piece of the, well, if it don't get away from me, this is a little piece of the lotion bar. And you can see how creamy it is. And then, if you add a little water to it, look at the bubbles. Isn't that awesome? And it feels so good on the skin. That 15% super fat is awesome. Oh, and the yin yang really comes out nicely. Alright, and my skin feels clean, but it feels very soft and moisturized. I think you'll love this recipe. You'll find some recipes in the description of this video.